Chapter 7. Dancers couldn't get enough. There's nothing else like it. After our night at La Martinique, I called an emergency meeting of TBOF. We met at Danny's parents' house that weekend in their enclosed front porch. We had an idea that we knew the others in TBOF needed to hear. Andre took the lead. We have what could be an exciting opportunity in Midtown. There is a captive growing audience of black folks working in Midtown with nowhere to go after work, Andre said. Next, Andre and I described the hall itself. Compared to some of the venues where we had dances, La Martinique was in a more upscale neighborhood on 57th Street, 1 block from Carnegie Hall. The club was also a step up. It was old, but you could still feel the elegance it once had. Importantly, it was spacious, about as large as some of the halls where we gave dances. Lastly, since Andre, CP, and I were the only ones who worked in Midtown, we explained that an increasing number of black folks were working in various businesses in the area. I chimed in. We have a captive audience of young black businessmen and women right in Midtown. They're already dressed up, many could walk to La Martinique, and they have money in their pockets, and we know they would enjoy this type of scene. CP chimed in. There's also plenty of free parking after 6 p.m. for those who drive in. But the most important revelation was how exciting it was to dance to songs like James Brown's Mother Popcorn, The Temptations' I Can't Get Next to You, and Archie Bell and the Drells' Tighten Up right after work. We all agreed this was something special and a solid move for us to make. Tony and Danny volunteered to check out La Martinique to see if they could cut a deal for us there. As teachers, they would be off for the holiday season in a couple of weeks and could investigate La Martinique during that break. A couple of weeks later, we met in my apartment in Lefrak City, which I rented right after joining Y&R. Tony and Danny reported that La Martinique was exactly as Andre and I had described it, and that it was available. But Tony went on to say, the room is a bit too large with a capacity of over 600. However, we found a smaller venue right around the corner called the Ginza, located at 40 East 58th Street, that is also impressive and about half the size. Located between Madison and Park Avenues, it was also a prestigious address. Tony explained that the area has high-end apartments, nice restaurants, and expensive retail stores, and because the Ginza has a capacity of 300, it will be easier to fill than La Martinique, therefore, it's less of a risk. Although we were all excited about the possibilities in Midtown, Tony was wise enough to push past his initial excitement and look at the opportunity through a logical business lens. He wanted to take advantage of the opportunity just like the rest of us, but he wanted to do it right, without growing pains. Looking back, I can appreciate Tony's conservative approach. I didn't see Tony's leadership qualities before, but it became clear to us during those discussions that he not only had good judgment, he was a natural leader. He was also very clever. Tony only found the Ginza because he noticed a newspaper ad promoting a social event for Jewish singles hosted by an organization called Saki Limited. Tony and Danny simply went to the address and discovered that the Ginza was a perfect venue for us, and Mr. Chu, the owner, was anxious to bring in a new crowd. The crowd that Saki Limited brought in didn't drink much, so the bar was not very profitable. A promoter named John Giuliano controls Saki Limited. We found several suitable venues by simply following Giuliano's ads for the Jewish singles parties and discovered that they were all anxious to bring in a new crowd. The entrance to the Ginza was a simple door covered by a rounded black canopy with white lettering that spelled out the word Ginza. As you entered, there was a small foyer and a narrow staircase leading down one flight to a balcony level overlooking the dance floor that was located one flight below that. The balcony ran around the entire room with a large bar in the back. There was a cage for go-go dancers and a DJ booth on the opposite side of the balcony. On the lower level was the dance floor, which was surrounded by cafe tables. There was also a buffet table on one side of the room that featured chow mein and chop suey. And on the other side of the dance floor was another bar. TBOF booked the...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.